Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you never ever miss out on any of my new videos. In this video, I'll be sharing with you all my list of the top 10 least accurate / worst LEGO Harry Potter minifigures for 2020 and how they could be improved in future years. I feel like the word worst is a little too harsh, so I guess I'll just go with calling them the most disappointing minifigs of 2020. With that being said, let's get started. To kick off the list, we have Lavender Brown, I guess the worst of them all. Lavender looks like a Rey from Star Wars, as if she were a cheerful middle school girl. The face print is off, and yes, yes indeed, it belongs to Rey Skywalker. The hairpiece is not the best, and I would have preferred one similar to her appearance in the Harry Potter video game. That one looked really cool. I mean, I kind of had high hopes for the Lavender figure, but unfortunately, I got myself a Rey. Like, the face piece says it all, you know? The only okay thing about this figure is the torso. Aside from that, I just really don't like it at all. It just doesn't look like Lavender Brown and does not look original whatsoever. It just looks like a Rey dressed in some casual high school clothes, you know, trying to be a normal person. I don't know what else to say. Next, we have Bellatrix Lestrange from the Burrow set. As you all know, Bellatrix is my favorite Harry Potter character of all time. She is awesome. Her minifigure, though, in 2020, unfortunately not so much. Again, it's another case of LEGO reusing face pieces that is throwing me off so bad. Using Mantis's face piece from the Guardians of the Galaxy for Bellatrix Lestrange was a very big mistake in my opinion. I can't even see the resemblance in the characters in real life at all. Aside from that, the hair is great and the torso is cool. But another complaint that I have is the lack of dress printing. Like, why? The 2010 version of Bellatrix has dress printing and a very accurate face piece. What happened in 2020? But I guess in this case, the 2010 version of Bellatrix will always be my favorite. Moving on, the next figure on this list is Neville Longbottom from the second series of the LEGO Harry Potter CMF line. He looks very boring, and for a kid holding the Monster Book of Monsters, well, his robes aren't ripped and tattered, and he doesn't even have a single scratch on him. So yeah, not accurate at all, and very disappointing as a result. I was expecting him to have ripped and tattered robes and a face print with some fear, some dirt, some scratches, you know, showing, mirroring the scene a bit better of him handling the Monster Book of Monsters in The Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm not feeling the whole Monster Book of Monsters aesthetic for this figure whatsoever, and I just don't like the face print used for Neville or the hair or the typical Gryffindor uniform. I just don't like this figure at all. The next figure on this list is Ginny Weasley from the Burrow set. The Burrow is a fantastic looking set, yet the figures aren't really the greatest of all time, to be honest. I just don't like her face piece at all. It does not look like Ginny Weasley, and yes indeed, it is another reused face piece. I mean, seriously, what happened? The face piece belongs to Claire from Jurassic World. Ginny is supposed to be a 5th-year Hogwarts student in this set, and yeah, I just don't like it at all. The hair is also reused, and the only thing that's okay about this figure is the torso. I like the sand green and white outline around the collar and pocket, but aside from that, that's about it. Next on this list, speaking of reused pieces, we have what could have been the most exciting figure of 2020, Lucius Malfoy. Except for the fact that the face piece is awful and the hair piece is way too yellow for my liking. The face piece is also reused. I mean, come on. The face piece actually belongs to Lex Luthor. The black eyebrows does not go well with the yellow hair at all. I mean, I just don't like either of them. The 2010 figure is by far much better in terms of the face piece and hair. However, the 2020 figure has a pretty great looking torso and leg piece print, which is the only good thing about it. Next on this list, we have Gilroy Lockhart. I mean, I was debating whether or not he should be on this list, but I mean, because I do like his robes and the torso and cape. However, the face print just doesn't look right to me whatsoever. The hairpiece is a pretty bad one. I'm sure we can all agree on that. LEGO did a great job on the 2002 version from the Chamber of Secrets. I mean, for this figure from 2020, aside from using a skin tone for the hands and face, the 2020 figure is somewhat of a downgrade in my opinion, and LEGO did a great job showing off Gilroy Lockhart's very large forehead. Next, we have Molly Weasley from the Burrow set. I think the figure looks great up until the very, very bare dress piece. My eyes. What happened there? Did the printer stop working? Or did someone forget to design it? I don't know. Now, the next figure is another Weasley.
You must be a Weasley.
Ginny from the Diagon Alley set looks very, very bad in my opinion. I know that she's supposed to be the young first-year version of her, but it looks so very off. And not accurate at all in my opinion. Once again, surprise surprise, another reused face piece for Ginny Weasley has been used for this figure, and guess from which theme? Well, Jurassic World of course, like the previous one, except that the face piece here belongs to Macy Lockwood. Again, for a minifig that comes in an all-exclusive $500 set, it could definitely have been better. Second to last, we have Hannah Abbott, an infamous Hufflepuff student with 0.2 seconds of screen time. She came in the Hogwarts Students Accessory Pack from 2020, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, she features Fleur Delacour's face. I guess LEGO thought Fleur would be best sorted into Hufflepuff, and that she looks like Hannah. They basically gave Fleur a Hufflepuff student torso, blonde hair, and bangs. And what do you know, we have ourselves a brand new, all-exclusive Hannah Abbott. Disappointing if you ask me. Hannah and Fleur are two different characters and should be represented as such, starting with unique face pieces, in my opinion. Last but not least, we have Vernon Dursley. I mean, the figure looks okay, I guess, but I just don't like it for some reason. I don't think it captures Vernon very well as a character. The hairpiece just isn't it. It is so common and so un-Vernon-like. The face print does not look like him at all. I mean, his alternate face print is him smiling, an expression of pure joy. He looks so cheerful. It's unreal. I would have preferred to get an alternate face print of Vernon screaming at Harry, or, you know, Vernon showing off his bushy eyebrows in a very angry expression. That would have been much better in my opinion, rather than getting a grandfatherly, like, warm vibe from this figure, even though it is Vernon Dursley of all the characters. And overall, I just don't like this figure, and it is definitely disappointing. If I was an outsider from LEGO and I saw this figure, I would not connect it to Vernon upon a first glance. However, Petunia looks very accurate, Vernon's wife, and I thought I'd mention that because LEGO does a fantastic job designing certain figures, and Petunia, his wife, is definitely one of those figures. Well, that pretty much wraps up the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. As always, I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.